Hey guys, welcome to another show. Great to be back. And we're back downstairs. I can see that there are a few people here already. We've got Amanda and we've got Super Ring of Fire, whose name I always forget. I don't know why. Probably because there's too many to remember. Just like to say a huge thanks to everybody who's joining us for tonight's show. Great to have your company. I've just come back from playing a gig over in Freshwater, and so, yeah, I'm very grateful for you to join me. I know that we have people from all over the place. Some of you are out in the US and some in the UK. It's early evening here in the UK. And please do share your location with us so we can see where everybody's coming from tonight. Like I say, I've had to dash back to make this show tonight because I didn't want to miss another one. After the last show that we had, which was a real disaster in terms of trying to get everything working and stuff like that, it turned out to be really quite tricky. So I just thought I'd come back downstairs and we'd just get a show done. When I get some time, I'll work on the kind of things upstairs so we can maybe return there at some point and have another go up there. So have your guitars tuned up. Be ready to go with me. I'm going to be giving you some tips. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask about those as well. And I'm going to start off by playing you a little tune while everybody's getting settled. And this is a Dire Straits tune. It goes like this. If we can't get along, we ought to be apart. And I'm wondering where you get that cocoa heart. Set me free, sign my release. I'm tired of being the villain of the piece. You've been giving me a bad time, tell me what I do. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. Saying things that you didn't have to. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. You only get one life, and this I know. I'm gonna get my licks in now before I go. The fire and love is dead and cold. I'm gonna satisfy the hunger in my soul. You've been giving me a bad time, tell me what I do. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. Saying things that you didn't have to. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. Get one life, this I know. I'm gonna get my licks in now before I go. The fire and love is dead and cold. I'm gonna satisfy the hunger in my soul. You've been giving me a bad time, tell me what I do. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. Saying things that you didn't have to. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. I come always get a hard time, honey, when it comes to you. Great stuff. So there we had a little bit of Dire Straits there, and I'd just like to say a big welcome to everybody out there. So that's Andrew, Arnold, Mum, Julie, Andrew, Martin, Preston out in Alabama. Is it Alabama? I can't quite remember actually, but you can always post where you're from, guys. It'd be great so we can all see. In the UK here, it's early evening. It could be early on in the day out in the States. I know some of you are out there. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Preston, I think you're out in Louisiana somewhere, aren't you? So, Daryl, great to see you as well. And as I say, Arnold, great to have all your company. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's show. Hopefully, this will be a little bit better than our last effort where everything seemed to just go wrong, type of thing, all right? So, I'd like to just play another song, which I do often play, but I often get requested this by Andrew, by Martin. Many people have asked me to play this song many, many times. And it's a great opportunity for anybody who's looking to maybe play along with me for this one. It's Brothers in Arms. I haven't done it for a while. Hopefully you don't mind me doing it again, guys. Great to see Julie with us tonight as well. And Ali from Holland. Great to have your company. I don't think I've seen you before. And Chris Malin, Blackpool. I haven't seen you for quite some time. Angel Stone. Hey Joe, where you going with that guitar in your hand? That's where I'm going, right? So, as I say, we're going to go with a little bit of Brothers in Arms here. So hopefully you got your guitar. Some of you will join me, okay? You're on the Strat, you can play that. Andrew, great. I was hoping that you might be able to join me, all right? So let's get straight on with it because I want to try and get as much music played tonight as I possibly can. Like I've just said, I've just returned from a gig over in Freshwater at the beautiful Albion, a lovely waterfront kind of venue. If you're ever on the Isle of Wight and you're looking for somewhere nice to have a drink or a bite to eat, then I would definitely suggest the Albion is a lovely place to go and give it a try. We've got David Gross with us as well, so hey David, and of course Wes. So here we go, Brothers in Arms. Okay, Andrew, over to you. Let's hear some solo playing from you guys now. Your opportunity. I'm going to be your backing guitar player. I'd like to say hi to Marcus. Just noticed you pop up there, Marcus. Thanks for joining us. And Paul. And everybody else. Wonderful to have your company. Come on, let's have some solo guitar playing, guys. I'm your backing player. Wonderful. Thank you to everybody who joined me for that song there. It's a great opportunity for you to play along and have an opportunity to just play with some, a real guitar player and just, rather if you're used to playing by yourself, say, for example. So that's always a good thing as well. So I'm going to try and go out on a little bit of a limb today or tonight and play a load of stuff that I just haven't played in a long time. So you can hear me, just like you guys, making mistakes. We're all the same. It happens, right? And that's the type of thing that happens. I've mentioned this on numerous occasions that we don't always want to play everything safe, right? Because that can kind of lead to just, playing the same old things, right? Now, I know that many of you like to hear me play particular songs and things like that, but also I like to keep it interesting for myself. And that's something that we should really all aim to do, okay? So, yeah, I'm hoping that some of you will be out there joining me on the guitar, and I know there's a violin player out there as well, Peony. I wonder if she might have a violin out one of these days and join us for a few tunes as well. It'd be great. We had a little bit of a play together when I was last up in Milton Keynes, and that was great. So great to always play with people when you have the opportunity, and I think that's fantastic when people take that opportunity because sometimes we can be very self-aware and a little bit shy and, about things. I was very like that when I was learning how to play and stuff. So, I'm speaking from experience there. Daryl, great to have your company. I'm going to move on now to something, again, it's one of these kind of songs that is, not playing safe, if you like. And I'm going to play this. I'm not sure if there are some people I was expecting on the show tonight. It seems like there's a fantastic turnout tonight on the show, so I'm just grateful to everybody there. Now, I don't know if Mary and Steve are with us tonight. Hopefully they are. They may be busy as well, but I usually like to play something for them as well. And also my very good friend Ernie out in Nashville. I'm hoping that, in Tennessee actually, that he will, show up at some stage, because I'd like to play him a tune. In fact, Ernie was responsible for me getting this guitar. This is a 1969 Martin D35, and it's just a kind of a year younger than me, right? So it's a great guitar, and I'm very immensely grateful to Ernie for putting this my way. Now, this next song I'm going to play for you, as I say, is something a little bit, let me just see what I've got here. I've just got to pull up some words for this one because I can't remember them basically. So let's see what we've got. Well, you make sure you're all kind of let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay. Just give me a moment, guys. As you know, this type of things happens from time to time. I haven't had a whole lot of time to prepare for this one, so you're just going to have to put up with me tonight. I'm just going to do my best. Because I didn't want to miss the show. I just wanted to make sure that we caught up after our last kind of episode. So let's see what we can do here, right? Now, I'd like to point out that I'm going to be, over the coming weeks and months, over on my Patreon page, as you may or may not be well aware by now, that I have guitar lessons right across all kinds of social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Patreon is a place where people go to support me, and they help me to continue on doing what I'm doing. So I'm immensely grateful to anybody who's over on Patreon. Huge thanks to you. Without your help, I couldn't really do a lot of what I'm doing online. And so over there, I'm going to be dedicating some of the lessons to showing you how to really strum at a kind of advanced level, so like an intermediate to an advanced level. And there are going to be a number of songs that we're going to look at which will help you do that. So I'm going to play a song now by Bruce Springsteen. It's not a very well-known song actually by him, but the strumming in it is really something that develops you as a player on the right hand. If you have a listen to this, you'll see what I mean. Hey Bob, great to have you with us. Goes like this. I wanna build me a house on higher ground. I wanna find me a world where love's the only sound. high above this road, filled with shadow and doubt. I wanna shoulder my load and figure it all out with Lynn. I walk this road with a hammer and a fiery lantern. With this hand I've built, and with this I've burned. I wanna live in the same house, underneath the same roof. I wanna sleep in the same bed, search for the same proof. This lady, I got something in my heart I've been waiting to give. I got a life I wanna start, oh, I've been waiting to give. No more waiting, tonight I see the light, I say the prayer. I open the door, I climb the stair. We're living. I wanna build me a house on higher ground. Wanna find me a world where love's the only sound. High above this road, filled with shadow and doubt. I wanna shoulder my load and figure it all out. Hey Katie, great to see you joining us as well, Ledberry. Nice to have your company. Marcus, great to see you talking with everybody here and kind of sharing things, everybody having a chat with one another. Chris England, hey, we got Chris with us as well. That's fantastic. It seems like a lot of people have turned out tonight, and I'm so glad I've come back downstairs where it's a little bit more reliable. I think the look is far, far better upstairs. This is just like an average kind of. It doesn't look great, you know, but more importantly, it's stable. The connection's stable. I had a lot of issues with that last time, and so it's just good to keep it kind of, you know, fairly stable tonight. So this, as I said, this song is something I'll be teaching you patrons over on my Patreon page, and as you can hear, that right hand is just fantastic. If you can get that, so you got this. So I'll teach you all these type of things moving forward. And talking of which, I'm just going to tune up to another song, which is, by the way, that song that we just played there for all the guitar players out there is a special Bruce Springsteen tuning. It's very, very different. It's kind of quite close to open G tuning, but it's not quite the same. Bruce Springsteen has changed it and kind of made it his own in a sense. And these open tunings are wonderful things for the guitar. And it's something I've alluded to in some of my upcoming lessons for you all, that Sometimes when you tune the guitar to an open tuning, it makes practicing the right hand a whole lot easier. So this is something that, I'd like to tell you all about, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to retune again. So we're going to be looking at lots of different tuning tonight. And don't worry too much, because I'm going to also be going into standard tuning, okay? So don't worry too much about that. I'm just going to tune now to open D tuning. Now, for anybody who's interested, we have this D on the bottom. Now we're going to have an A. Now, this isn't the most interesting thing for people who aren't guitar players, but for those of you who are, now we have an F sharp. We have a D, an A, and we have a D. Now the thing is with these open tunings is that once you've tuned and you play, you have an open tuning. Scott, great to see you. It's been quite some time since you've been around. Lovely to have everybody's company tonight. We've even got Alex as well with us. Alex and Lottie may be there as well. So given that you guys are there, Alex and Lottie, maybe, and Tom, who knows, I'm going to play you guys a song, right? Because some of you youngsters out there, I've got to play something for you guys rather than all those oldies hanging out, right? So let's see if I can do that, all right? Let's have a little look here, if I can pull up something for you guys. That's if you stick around, Alex. I'm going to play you an Oasis song, right? So let's do that. I'll do a little bit of Oasis because a lot of people like them. I'm not a huge fan of them, but this is quite a nice song. Okay, Katie, I'll be coming back with the open tuning in a moment. Great little song I've got to show you there. Wonderful to have you all back and have an audience tonight, okay? Lottie's here as well. Hey, Lottie, great to see you, and Alex. Thanks for tuning in, all right? I'm going to play you guys an Oasis song, and it goes like this. I'd like to leave this city. This old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And when I leave this island, I'll book myself into a soul asylum, 'cause I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So here I go, still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway. You have the world away. Half the world away. Half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. And when I leave this planet, you know I'd stay, but I just can't stand it. And I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. And if I could leave this spirit, I'd find me a hole and I'd live right in it. And I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. Here I go, still scratching around in the same old hole. My body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that are mine anyway. You have the world away, half the world away, half the world away. I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. But I don't feel down. No, I don't feel down. Little bit of a kind of Oasis song there. I've already done that one once today. I think my voice is beginning to pack in a little bit. Very interesting actually that when you're doing a gig and you have a microphone in front of you, you don't have to actually sing half as hard. Whereas in this situation, you know, you're kind of belting it out a little bit more, right? So it's kind of slightly different in a sense. Now, did I see, I don't know if I saw that Karen and Dean were also tuned in from Cyprus. I can't believe that, right? Maybe Amanda can tell me whether that is the case or not. I'm not entirely sure whether I saw that pop up there. But anyways, be great to have you guys join us as well. I can't believe how many people have actually showed up today. It's wonderful, right? Really, really nice. So, there's the Oasis song. Thanks to the youngsters who have tuned in to have a little listen to me play tonight. That's really very much appreciated. Okay, I'm glad that Preston is there as well, listening to some of these songs. Preston, I know, you know, you're probably more of a bluesman, and you many of the people who follow me because of the blues, and I don't always seem to play a lot of that. I'll make sure that I will play you a little something at some stage, okay? So don't worry too much about that. I'm hoping that Ernie turns up at some stage because I did practice a little tune for him as well. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to return back to the open tuning, different guitar again, back to this one, and this is the one that's got the open tuning. And let me see if I've got my words here. I don't know if I have, so just give me a moment and I will check. So this one is, if I can find it, that is. Let's see what we got. You can just have a little chat amongst yourself. Just give me a minute and I'll be with you, right? So, actually, I did do some. There it is. Okay, now this again is another song that I'm going to talk you through further down the road. Okay, so we've got Bo Brasington as well join us, which is really nice. Thank you. Because you saw a lesson, I can't think of any songs to play that I already don't know. Okay, so do remember that you can join in with any of this stuff, guys. I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. Probably not this one because it's not one that you're perhaps familiar with. You might be familiar with the song, but it's not something that I've actually done a lesson on. But I'm going to do a lesson on this one because I think it really has value. And for all the guitar players out there, this is an area in which I would like to help you develop with the right hand, like I just did earlier on with the Bruce Springsteen song. It's those kind of songs really, really do help. Hey, Mike, wonderful to see you out in Canada. Thanks for joining us, Mike. Wonderful to see you. Now, this is a song by a great singer from back in the 60s, civil rights singer, Odetta. And she did a lot of great music. One of my favourites is a song called Hit or Miss. Like I say, we're in open D tuning. And this has a great rhythm, okay? It's not essentially kind of particularly difficult song. Many of these songs that I'm playing for you are, it's one thing to play the song, but once you try and sing them as well, I think that's where the challenges come, you know. Yeah, they're not too bad to learn the guitar aspect of things. It's when you add that vocal that it can become a little bit tricky. But all of this stuff is well worth learning and taking a little bit of time with it. Okay, so we've got hit or miss, and it goes like this. I was sitting there all by myself, listening to everybody saying be like everybody else. So you see, I gotta be me. Well, there ain't nobody just like this. I gotta be me, baby, hit or miss. Look at you sitting there all by yourself, listening to everybody saying look like everybody else. So you see, I gotta believe. Well, there ain't nobody just like this. You gotta believe, baby, hit or miss. I was sitting there all by myself, listening to everybody saying be like everybody else. So you see, I gotta be me. Well, there ain't nobody just like this. I gotta be me. Yeah, I hit or miss. Look at you sitting there all by yourself, listening to everybody saying be like everybody else. Can't you see? You gotta believe. Well, there ain't nobody just like this. You gotta be me, baby, hit or miss. Just a nice little song that's kind of, got that. And sometimes it's something that I found very difficult when I was learning guitar, back in the day when I was starting out and stuff. And to some extent, moving forward as well. It wasn't until I started to try and play with a metronome. You hear something like that, you think, wow, that's easy, right? But it's not until you kind of try and play it without dropping a beat that you realise, actually, this is a little bit harder than it sounds. So you kind of, you've got to practice this very loose right hand wrist. Left hand's easy. So it's something that I'll be teaching you shortly, moving forward over on Patreon for anybody who's interested. It's a lovely little song, not too difficult. I'm going to be showing you the ways in which you can get that one down. It's called Hit or Miss, Daryl. And as I say, it's by Odetta. And it's a great, great little song. Now, whilst I am on the subject, I'm just trying to think if I've got this other thing. I know that Marcus, to Marcus, kind of slightly different tune in that one, Marcus, so I can't really go there, yeah. So, that, as I say, that last one was called Hit or Miss, yeah? Now then. So these open tunings are definitely something that you should have a think about playing, you know. You can play very simple things with them, like... How long, baby, how long has that evening train been gone? How long, how long, baby, how long? I feel disgusted, I feel so bad, thinking about the good times that we once had. How long, how long, baby, how long? So yeah, there's lots of kind of variation, lots of different things that you can learn on that. Yeah, definitely, Marcus. I'll teach you that one when you're over here next time, no worries, or when you're over here. So there we have a couple of songs in open tuning, and hopefully that's kind of switches you on a little bit to experiment. Again, I've done a ton of lessons on open tuning, so there's really no shortage of those. Andrew, you were asking me about the Bruce Springsteen song. That is called Leia, okay? And you'll find that on his Devils and Dust album, which is a beautiful album. There's some absolutely great tracks on that record. If you haven't heard it, Andrew, I think you'd really like it. I was actually going to give you a call the other night and give you a little bit of a personal lesson on that one. We must touch bases soon. Hopefully, it won't be too long before we can do that. Now, very, very often, I try and do a little bit of something for everybody. That gets a little bit more tricky as the years roll by because I don't really listen to much of the current music that's out there at the moment. And so, you know, I'm a little bit kind of not as on the money as I should be with some of the more up and coming songs and things like that. I do play a few little bits and pieces because I like to have a little bit of something for everybody. Hello, Morocco, great to see you. And this next song I'm going to play you is a kind of new song I've put into the set because it appeals to the younger audience. I was playing a gig on, where were we, Saturday night, Friday night I think it was actually, and it's kind of one of those happy hours, you know, a lot of people in there, all kind of rowdy and everything else, so you want to play material which resonates with that lot, you know, probably a lot of Rolling Stones and all that kind of stuff that people can really identify with. And that's okay for the people like my age and a little bit younger and stuff like that. I mean, most people have heard of the Stones, right? But also I like to do a little something for the younger people there. And there were quite a number of young people. Now I'm going to switch guitars again, and I'm going to talk to you about another song. And like I say, many of these are, I'm still developing them, if you like, you know, to some degree. Now this next song is, I think it's a really, really nice song, which is obviously why I'm playing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you this one. So you can see I've got a capo there on the 4th fret, and that is very handy for anybody who's unclear on a capo, what it does and all the rest of it. It means that we can very, very quickly get a song to where it's comfortable for us to sing it. Right, so if we know the chords and we don't want to relearn all the chords in a different key, we can just put one of these on wherever it might fall until it suits our voice. So that is one of the main reasons for using a capo. And it can be good to hear particular songs in different pitchings as well, further up the neck and stuff like that. So that's always kind of interesting to experiment with. I'll come back and I want to play you a little bit of a kind of blues boogie in a minute for all those blues lovers out there. Because this is something that most of you really want to have down, so you can play just a very basic kind of 12 bar, which is nice for any of your friends and family if you ever want to play for people in particular. So this next one anyway is a more recent song, and so let's see how this one goes. It goes like this. time stood still, just like a photograph. You made me feel that this would last forever. Looking in your eyes, I see my whole life. Whoa, they say you know it when you know it, and I know. Whoa, promise that you'll hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I've wasted, you were right there all along. You and I stargazing, intertwining souls. We were never strangers. You were right there all along. I lose my mind when I'm around you, how I come alive. When I'm without you, I can't help but feel so lost. Wanna give you all I got. Whoa, they say you know it when you know it, and I know. Whoa, promise that you hold me close, don't let me go. Take my heart, don't break it. Love me to my bones. All this time I've wasted, you were right there all along. You and I stargazing, all entwined souls. We were never strangers. You were right there all along. There you have it, a little bit of Stargazing. I really like that song. There's not a lot of modern songs that come along that really kind of resonate with me, but that definitely does. And again, it's another one that's a little bit better with a microphone in front of me, but I didn't want to miss it out tonight because I think it's a really nice little tune to do. I really, really do think that's a good one to do. All right, so I can hear a lot of you out there who are saying I should do one of my own tunes. I often do the same kind of tunes. I'm going to do Celebrity, right? Because I think a lot of you seem to like that one. We'll see anyways. I will definitely do a different one next time around because I don't always want to do the same kind of things, all right? But let's just see. I'm glad that you enjoyed that one, Mum. That's really, really nice, yeah. And I thought you might like that for some reason. I don't know why. Have you not heard that one before? I thought you may have heard that one before as well. Let me just pull up my lyrics for my own song. You'd think I'd know it, right? But I don't. Oh, jeez. Just bear with me, guys. I'll get there in the end, okay? This one is, like I say, one of my own songs. It's called Celebrity. Many of you will have probably heard it already, but I'll play it again for you. It goes like this. take me to plastic surgeon for a lift, onto champagne and powdered gifts, all the places that you own, don't know which to call your own, all the silly games you play. Did I hear you say maybe you'll trade it? Tell me why. Show me how. I don't know what this world has done to you, to take away the girl that I knew, but I'll help you work it out if you want me to, but you never wanna try. You just keep getting high. Maybe you're not quite like me, you've lost your way, it's plain to see. The girl who didn't need a thing, you used to laugh and dance and sing. Now you're scared to losing it all, no true friends to break your fall. All the silly games you play, did I hear you say maybe you traded? Tell me why. Show me how. I don't know what this world has done to you, to take away the girl that I knew, but I'll help you work it out if you want me to, but you never wanna try. You just keep getting high. Alright, Penny, let's do it together, yeah? Tell me why. Show me how. I don't know what this world has done to you, to take away the girl that I knew, but I'll help you work it out if you want me to, but you never wanna try. You just keep getting high. Thanks for joining me for that one, Penny. I could hear you coming through the old airwaves there. Excellent, well done. Thanks to everybody for listening. Right, guys, we're running so close. I mean, I don't know where the time goes when I do this kind of show with you all and everything else, but one thing I do know is it really seems to fly by very, very quickly. Somebody asked me for a little bit of Norwegian wood, so I just want to kind of try and knock out a couple of things that people are asking for as well along the way, if I possibly can, even if it's just a little quick few bars of it as well. Glad that you enjoyed that one, Preston, my friend. I hope that you and the little fella are keeping very well out there in the Alabama swampland, and you're looking after yourself and taking care. Andrew, thanks for tuning in. It's not. I know you don't always. You're not able to make it. Mark, fantastic to see you. As I say, long time since you've been here. So nice to be back. And I'm hoping that, tonight it's been a really good kind of turnout. And I just hope, whilst I've got you all, that you remember that for the live show, we aim to do it every second Sunday of the month. So pop it in your diary if you can, guys, because it's so good to have your company, and it makes such a difference when we have a decent turnout. I can understand you're not turning out if you're not sure whether the show's going to work out or not, like it has been. I've been running a few trials and things like that, so it hasn't been, completely reliable in many ways. So a little bit of Norwegian wood there for Ring of Fire. It goes like this. looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. There you go, a little bit of Norwegian wood for you there. Now, as I say, the time is running out on us here. Got a little bit of time left, and if you want to throw out some requests there, you can do so. I'll keep a little bit of a look on it. Yeah, I've got to start thinking about some Christmas songs soon, I guess, as well, right? I'm going to play you a little bit of a song now by David Gray. Okay, this is something that really does go down very well when I play this one. Really nice one. So for anybody who wants to join me for this one, it is a song practically 99% of what you hear me play on the live shows I've done lessons on, so you know you can always play along. I'm sorry I didn't get the opportunity to tell you what I was going to be playing on this live show. Sometimes I try and do that to give you a little bit of a heads up. This, as I say, is a great song by David Gray. I can hardly believe that the album is over 20 years old now. It seems crazy. It just seems like a few years ago that it came out. And there are many great tracks on this, like Say Hello, Wave Goodbye, like Sail Away, This Year's Love, and this one, Babylon, goes like this. Friday night, I'm going nowhere. All the lights are changing, green and red. Turning over TV stations, situations running through my head. Looking back through time, you know it's clear I've been blind, I've been a fool. To open up my heart to all that jealousy, that bitterness, that ridicule. Saturday, I'm running wild and all the lights are changing and red to green. Moving through the crowds and pushing chemicals rushing in my bloodstream. Only wish that you were here, and I seen it so clear I've been afraid. Show you how I really feel, admit to some of those bad mistakes I made. And if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. Love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. Sunday all the lights in London shining, skies fading red to blue. Kicking through the autumn leaves and wondering where it is I might be going to. Turning back for home, you know I'm feeling alone, I can't believe it. Climbing on the stair, I turn around to see you smiling there in front of me. And if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. Love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Let go of your heart, let go of your head, I'm failing now. Babylon, Babylon, Babylon. Wow, 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 wow. Preston, you make the world a better place. It's wonderful to have your company, and thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you can make it for the next show as well. Still got a couple of songs I'd like to play for you all if you've got the time to hang around as well. The song with the slap blues is Mojo Hand, Julie. I'll get that down for the next show for you. Honestly, it's way too difficult to just pull out the bag now, Julie. I'll need to take a look at that. But one thing I would like to do is I'd like you to try and join me for this little bit of blues. I'm just going to play a little standard 12-bar blues, all right? And so we're looking to... Well, actually, on the 4th fret, maybe it'd be better. If that's your kind of thing and your flavour and you like all that kind of stuff, then you definitely have to head over to the Patreon. I've done so much stuff on the blues, guys, and you'll learn so much there if that is really what you want to be playing. It's a great little vibe, isn't it, Amanda? Yeah, for sure. I do like this. It's kind of just like a straightforward... Many of the people who have tuned in tonight who are playing as well. All right, so you got this... And then, you know, once you're comfortable with it, you can really do it with your eyes closed. You can then work on the tempo and bringing the tempo up. And of course, it's kind of quite an impressive thing to do in some senses. I'm not really one of these show-off guitar players. It's not really my thing, but it does sound kind of quite flash if you can play it in time. I've said this so many times to you guys. Timing is key to pretty much everything. If you can do two things well, and somebody said to me, you know, what two things out of everything with the guitar playing really stand out, I would say timing and transitioning. So timing, obviously going. So when you got good timing, you can tell it kind of flows like that, right? Now the transitioning is the changing of the chords, yeah? So if you can do that very seamlessly and very smoothly, like say for example in what I'm playing there's a lot of chord changes happening, but nothing's very sticky. And I think that when we're learning, the timing and the transitioning are two of the most difficult things to pin down. And it's only once we dedicate a fair amount of time and very often many years to playing and being disciplined about everything that it all falls into place. So never give up. You can do any of this stuff, guys, that I'm doing. You know, don't think there's any magic involved or anything like that. One thing you really do need to know is that there are no shortcuts, because there'll be a lot of people out there on the internet saying, oh, buy my course or do this or sign up with me and I'll teach you how to do this in 5 minutes. Anybody who comes out with that kind of stuff is not being very truthful, because it just takes time. If you've got the time and you put that into what you're doing, and more importantly, in a sense, that you enjoy the journey, forget about the destination. That gets in the way in many ways. If you can just concentrate on being in the moment and enjoying what you do as you're doing it, you've struck gold. All you're looking to do is to play those changes in the blues. You got the E, to the A, back to E, then you got to turn around. It's a whole lot of fun as well, right? So another little tip for you guys is don't try and run before you can walk. So when you're starting out this kind of stuff, the way I started out on this kind of stuff was going. And that's fun, right? I mean, that's great fun, just doing it like that. If you can do it at a slow tempo, in time, that's just as good as anything else, right? The speed will come, so don't rush it. Right, a couple of more songs for you guys. We've run over. I'm just going to play you a little kind of song that I know that some of you kind of like. All right, it's an old Dean Martin song. It's called "Memories Are Made of This." It goes like this. And I'd like you to be joining in with a little bit of singing with me, guys. You're going to go, sweet, sweet, the memories you gave to me. You can't beat the memories you gave to me. All right, you got it? Sweet, sweet, the memories you gave to me. You can't beat the memories you gave to me. You got it? Let me hear you. Can't hear you, guys. The memories you gave me, you can't beat the memories you gave. Take one fresh and tender kiss, sweet, sweet, the memories you gave. Add one stolen night of bliss. One girl, one boy, Hope you're singing, Mum. The memories she gave me. You can't beat the memories she gave me. Don't forget a small moonbeam. Sweet, sweet, the memory she gave me. Folding lightly with a dream. The memory she gave me. Your lips and mine, two sips of wine. Memories are made of this. Then at the wedding vows, one house where lovers dwell, three little kids for the flavor. Stare carefully through the days, see how the flavor stays. These are the dreams you will savor. With his blessings from above. Serve it generously, love, sweet, sweet, the memory she gave me. One man, one wife, one love, through life. Memories are made of this. Memories are made of this. Memories are made of this. Hope Ian was singing along, Manda. A little bit of Spanish Hotel California for you, which reminds me of some shorts that I've just recently released over on YouTube. These are these short form videos, and they're showing you how to play that Spanish unplugged version of Hotel California, which I think is a great way of playing the song, and really improves your technique, especially if you like that kind of Spanish thing. I'm a big fan of the Spanish style of guitar playing, you know, all this kind of... all this kind of stuff I really do like, and all of these things add a little bit of something to you as an individual player. So try and have a broad taste and take in lots of different styles, because it will really serve you well as a guitar player. Guys, I've already kept you longer than I intended to. Huge thanks to each and every one of you for joining me for the show tonight. I'm immensely grateful to you all. I really do hope that you'll come back in a month's time and join me. We'll be getting very close to Christmas then. I'm very excited about Christmas this year. It's going to be a very different Christmas. and looking forward to catching up with you all. And please do check in and have a look at some of my videos. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, perhaps you could do that, or visit my Facebook group page. And even better, if if you're looking to develop as a guitar player and you're not already a member over on my Patreon, perhaps you consider checking that out as well. There are going to be probably links below this video once it's uploaded and everything else. And thanks ever so much for your company tonight, guys, and have a wonderful rest of the evening, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks again. Take care.